BBC Radio Berkshire, 14 minutes before 3. And on the line, our old chum Dave Bartram from Showaddywaddy. Their 40th anniversary kicks off tonight. Dave, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mike. How are you?
I'm very, very good. 40th anniversary. Can you believe it? Wow.
Yes, it is quite an achievement. Let's put it that way.
Extraordinary. Now, you've actually gone from obviously singing with a band right throughout to managing the band. That's an unusual step, and not many people do that in showbiz.
No, indeed they don't. But I took up the reins way back in 1986, and I suppose you would say I never looked back. So no, I've always sort of been blessed with a little bit of business acumen. So management I enjoy. I like the thrill of the deal.
Doing the deal. The tour starts tonight in Bracknell, and how long does it run? Where do we go with it?
Going right through to June the 2nd, and then it picks up again after the summer months in the autumn. Basically, it's a very, very long tour. It's going to be about 80 dates in total.
Wow.
Throughout 2013.
Wow, that is extraordinary. But then again, I mean, you've got the hits to play. Some people tour, they've got 2 or 3 hits and sort of pad it out with a few other things. You've almost got too much material.
Yeah, it's almost impossible for the band to play all of the hits. I mean, there were 23 top 40 hits, so it's a fair old repertoire. And of course, you've got to stick in a few surprises as well. People don't just want to hear just the hits, being rehashed. They want a few surprises along the way as well. But the boys are still more than capable of doing that, and they're obviously chomping at the bit to get out there tonight in Bracknell.
I remember when we were on a cruise together, and I think I came on stage and warbled a bit with you, and you were bemoaning the fact that right on the early days you chose the drapes, and you said, this is just so hot on stage, why didn't we choose some lightweight stuff rather than the Teddy Boy drapes? Well,
there's been advantages and disadvantages of the costumes over the years. I remember playing up in Lapland once, an outdoor gig, in May, and it was pretty damn chilly. And we were glad of the drapes then. And also, I suppose, when you're doing outdoor performances, you can quickly pull a drape over your head if it starts chucking it down. But there have been a few occasions when we played in sunnier climes, and they have been, as you said, on the cruise, it was stiflingly hot in there. And the disadvantage of a Ted suit, cause a lot of perspiration and the clothes to get a little high.
Yeah, that is fantastic. I mean, it has been a great career. All the 23 top 40 hits, 10 top 5 hits, 15 big selling albums. I mean, extraordinary. 50 top of the pops performances. That's amazing. And meeting the Queen Mother, who actually asked to meet Showaddywaddy. I love that.
She did. And now I've written a book all about it. So.
What's it called? What's the book called?
Yeah, called The Boys of Summer.
Wonderful.
And it'll be in all good bookshops as from February the 1st. Hey. And I'm very excited about it. Oh,
that's great. Well, listen, we'll give that a good mention. What we do normally about this time of day, we do a pop quiz with somebody. We thought while you were on, we might as well do pop quiz with you on Showaddywaddy, because you should get them all right technically.
Well, technically, but...
Well, listen, we'll give you a quick 2 minutes. We'll talk again in a second. Let's have a quick 2 minutes. Dave Bartram on Pop Quiz. Pop Quiz! Okay, it's 10 to 3. Dave Bartram on his own group, Showaddywaddy. Are you ready, Dave?
Well, it could be embarrassing, but let's do it.
You could be in serious trouble here.
I could
what
indeed.
was the group's... I'll talk about it in the third person. What was the group's first hit single?
That was Hey Rock and Roll.
Yes. A cover of which singer came first? Did you cover Eddie Cochran or Buddy Holly first in a single?
On a single, it was Eddie Cochran first. Three Steps to Heaven.
3 Steps followed by Heartbeat. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Who had the original US hit with A Little Bit of Soap?
That was the Jarmels.
The Jarmels, yes. Spot this intro.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got what it takes.
Oh, you got full marks so far. Now, who wrote Blue Moon? A hit for you in 1980. Who wrote it?
Rodgers and Hart.
Rodgers and Hart, yeah. I didn't lead you into Rodgers and Hammerstein. Rodgers and Hart, the right one. Okay, Showaddywaddy had a hit in 1982 with Who Put the Bomb? Who had the American hit with it?
I know, it was the Mudlarks in the UK, wasn't it? But no, I haven't finished.
No, that's only the halfway mark, yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, God. Yeah, you've got me that one. Not the Viscounts. The Viscounts.
Viscounts was the UK one. It was Barry Mann.
Barry Mann.
How many successive top 5 entries did the group have at one time? Successive top 5.
Successive top, was it?
In a row? Yes, go on.
5 or 6.
Five. No, 7. It was 7. 7.
7,
yeah, absolutely. In 1981, you had a hit with Multiplication, Bobby Darin. What was Bobby Darin's B-side to that? Do you remember?
To Multiplication?
Yeah, Bobby Darin's B-side.
No, you've got me on that one.
It was Irresistible You. Irresistible You. Okay, yeah. Now, I appeared on a record with you. I was talking earlier with Tony Black when we both appeared on a record with you. What was it?
It was Jock Swan and the Meters.
Jock Swan and the Meters with a new Radio 1 wavelength.
And it was a horrible record.
It wasn't good, was it? It wasn't good.
It was not good at all. I think that's why it was called Jock Swan and the Meters.
275 and 285. Yeah. Listen, I've got another quickie for you. Done very well. Another quickie. An urban myth relates that which footballer played drums for Showaddywaddy? The father of which footballer?
Well, it's an untruth, to be honest, Mike.
Yeah, it is.
But you're getting towards Dion Dublin.
It is, yes. It's the old urban myth. I mean, however, I have to say that the band are football related. You, as far as I remember, had trials for Lincoln City, didn't you?
I did as a goalkeeper, not the best, but
yeah.
I think my musical ambitions were rather. Well, I aspired rather more to that. Let's put it that way.
But also, one of your guitarists, didn't his son? Was it Trevor Oakes who played? His son played for Luton Town.
He had two of his sons, Scott and Stefan. Scott played, I think, for Sheffield Wednesday and Luton Town, and Stefan played for Leicester City at one point.
And you have enough to form it. You have enough to have a Showaddywaddy football team, don't you? Really, in there.
Well, I suppose just about. Yeah, we've always liked our football.
Yeah, good stuff. So the book out 1st of February. What's it called again? Not the Boys of Summer.
It's called the Boys of Summer, as in the Don.
The Boys
Henley
of Summer.
song.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, and it's available online. There are limited edition copies available online as we speak. www.phantomfilms, which is spelt with an F.
Well, so much to talk about in that book, I guess, from new faces right up to the present day. Loads and loads of stuff. The Boys of Summer is the book. The tour starts tonight in Bracknell. 80-day tour. You can't miss it. You'll have to bump into it somewhere around the country, I guess. And the guys, as you say, chopping at the bit, looking forward to tonight, the very first one. I guess you probably, not almost sold out, but on the way to.
Absolutely. And throughout the year, I may even don my drape once again, just for a couple of tunes. So
you can't really leave it alone, can you? Not really.
It's in my veins, Mike.
Yeah, well, it's good, man. Again, so much stuff to play. 80 dates to do. The book out as well. It's really going to be Showaddywaddy's year 2013. What about a single this year? A single or an album or a best of?
Well, we are looking at putting together a live album, so so that could be quite exciting. And also there's going to be a complete anthology, a box set of everything ever recorded, and there'll be one of the albums which features some exclusively unreleased tracks. So
probably including Jock Swan and the Meters.
I'm not sure that'll be in there.
But seriously, going to be your year with the book, the record, the tour. Absolutely fantastic. Listen, when you're on the road, come back and talk to us again, Dave, and we'll chat some more.
Love to, Mike. All the best.
Bless you.
Take care. Good to hear from you.
Thanks, Dave. Dave Bartram from Showaddywaddy, 5 to 3, BBC Radio Berkshire.